You ever have one of those light bulb moments, a brilliant idea for an online community, and then bam, you hit a wall, a sign up form? Well, today we're going to dive into a new release that's looking to just completely demolish that wall.
It seems like every single time you want to start something cool online, whether it's a new project or a community, you run into the exact same roadblock. Let's call it what it is, the sign-up wall. I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. How many times have you done this? You got to come up with yet another username, another password you're probably going to forget, scroll through pages of terms and conditions, all of that just to see if your little idea even has legs. It just kills all the momentum right when you need it most. And you know what? This is the exact spot where so many awesome ideas just fizzle out. That first incredible spark of excitement, it gets totally buried under like a mountain of digital paperwork. You're forced to commit. You have to hand over your personal info before you even get a chance to play around and see if your vision is even possible. It's kind of backwards, right? But what if we could just tear that wall down? What if that first step wasn't about commitment, but about pure, unadulterated creation? Well, let's take a look at how Linkspreed is trying to do exactly that. So this chart really lays it all out, and it's a pretty huge shift in thinking. Over on the left, you've got the old way, those tedious forms, the required commitment, having to hand over your data before you even start. But on the right, that's the new way, instant access. The focus is on creation from the very first second. And the big one, no account needed. It's not just an improvement, it's flipping the whole process on its head. So you're probably asking, how does this actually work, right? I mean, how can you possibly build something without first telling the platform who you are? Let's get into the mechanics of it. Okay, so the core tech here is called Zero Account Launch, and it is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You get to jump right in and start building your network. I'm talking about choosing your brand, setting up the entire structure, even adding content, all before the system ever asks for an email. You get to prove the value to yourself first. And the process is, well, it's about as simple as it gets. It's just 3 steps. Step 1, you click a link. That's it. You're immediately in the builder. Step 2, you start creating, bringing your vision to life. And then step 3, and this is the important part, only when you've built something you're actually proud of, something you want to keep, then you decide to claim it. And this is the magic right here. There is no waiting room, no lobby, no check your email for a verification link. This system funnels you straight into the creative part. You know, the fun part. It prioritizes your idea and your momentum over everything else. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second and look at how this fits into a much larger philosophy. Because this isn't just a cool new feature. It's being framed as a fundamental change in how we think about creating things online. They're not calling this just another software update. No, they're calling it a declaration of independence. The whole idea is to give the power back to the creators by getting rid of the gatekeepers, even the tiny ones, like a registration page. And here's the vision, straight from the source. The goal is to make creating a community as effortless and as immediate as all the other simple things we do online every day. It's a really ambitious idea, but wow, a powerful one. They're also talking about this as a step toward what they call Web 4, which is basically this idea of the next phase of the internet, where digital ownership isn't just possible, but it's instant and it's easy. By letting you build first and claim your work later, this technology ties directly into that idea of true creator-led ownership of digital spaces. So that's the big picture. But what does this actually look like in the real world? What kinds of communities could you launch with this kind of speed and freedom? Well, let's just riff on a few examples here. You could spin up a secure hub for your DAO in like under a minute. Or maybe create a dedicated space for fans of some super niche hobby, a place that's just for you guys. Heck, even companies could use this to prototype an internal tool instantly without getting IT involved. The possibilities are just huge because the barrier to entry is now, well, basically zero. And hey, if you actually want to see this in action, they've made it incredibly easy. You can go to any of these websites right now, web4.community, tribemaker.space, or communitybuilder.site, and just start building. No sign up. For real. This really says it all, doesn't it? It's a super powerful summary of the whole value proposition. The focus is on building, on owning, and on doing it all with absolutely zero delay. And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. When you remove that first, most common barrier, a whole new world of creation just opens up. So it's worth asking yourself, If you could bring any community to life right now with just a single click, what would you build?